Mazda Outdoors here, out on the Husqvarna 701 in this video, riding the New Hampshire Flatlander Trail. Started in Brookline, New Hampshire on Hutchinson Hill Road. Like to start here. This is a pretty good hill climb, very rocky, loose rock, some really big rocks, pretty technical climb to start the day. A lot of fun, have to really pick your line and get up here. It is dry, definitely done this before when it was in the spring. We actually have a stream running down the middle of this, which adds some wetness and slippery, but good trail. This whole southwest section of the Flatlander Trail is pretty technical. Really enjoy riding this section. Luckily I live close. Like I said, I start in Brookline typically, Mason, New Hampshire, but great day to be out riding, and add some commentary throughout, but wanted to show you the Flatlander AR trail from Brookline towards Manchester, New Hampshire, so went east from this point. So after a very wet spring, things have really dried out. This section here is usually, quarter mile of water that you have to go through, and often go around it. There's a trail off to the right that misses that. As you can see, it was just a little stream, but water stops about here, and it's the same distance on the other side of the stream. So very dry riding today, or on this trail. This is mid-July that we were out here. Which, interesting part, how nature, weather, dry, storms, etc. just really change the dynamics of these trails. Always makes them fun and interesting to ride. Example here of a pretty good puddle they have to go through. Been done this a few times this year, so luckily know that it's not too deep. Little loose rocks in the bottom. You see front ends bouncing out a little bit, but not much of a problem. Good little puddle to get through. This is used to be a very large puddle, but luckily it's been maintained. This is loose rock, but it is all fill, where this was a pretty large puddle years past. Really appreciate how much is put into maintaining these trails. It's just great that we have access to this in southern New Hampshire. Then we have some of this more open, faster sections that are fun to really rip down. This is obviously wide enough, for a Jeep or a truck to head down. So pick up the speed, have a little fun. This section here has seen a lot of washouts, so the loose rock and gravel is a little more prominent than it has been in the last couple of years, which again just makes it a little more fun, a little more exciting, but definitely have to 50 line. This is another section of the trail that is typically really flooded. There are a lot of very large puddles in this section, but as you can see, with the dry weather that we've had over the last month or so, this is all dried out. Makes for a completely different trail, and obviously a lot easier. Saw a fellow rider out here today, out on his KTM 350. Really nice bike. I will say sometimes I'm a little jealous of the lighter weight of that 350 compared to the 701, but 701 has done great. So wrapping up the video here, just highlighting there are some big open views and fields on the Flatlander AR. Really like this section, specifically like that rock face on the mountain. Wrapping up the video here, hope you liked it, and if you do, I appreciate a like.